Good morning, everyone. Today we are doing Unit 2, Lesson 5, Solving Problems Using Polynomial Functions. So whenever we see something saying solving problems, that means that we're usually trying to solve problems for the y value. So determining our y value when you're given some x value. So there's three ways we can do this: graphically, numerically, meaning we can use a table of values, or algebraically, meaning we can sub in our x value to find y. So let's evaluate the polynomial function in all three of these ways so you can see how you would work yourself through all three of the strategies. So evaluate f of x equals x to the power of 3 plus 2x squared minus 3x plus 1 when x equals 2. So we've already seen this function notation. So all we're doing is taking f of 2 and then we're subbing it into our function. So f of 2. 2 cubed is 8. 2 squared is 4 times 2 is 8. Minus 3 times 2 is 6 plus 1. So f of 2 equals, 8 plus 8 is 16. 16 minus 6 is 10. 10 plus 1 is 11. All right, so this is algebraically. So that's one of the strategies where we're given a value for x and we sub it in. Now let's use the table of values, but we're going to do that in Desmos to do our work. So we're going to put the equation into Desmos and then I'll show you how we can go through finding that table of values. Okay, so here is the function in Desmos, and if we want to find the table of values that will list our x and our y's values, it says we're going to click on this little gear icon. So I'm going to click on the gear icon, and then you can see that you have what looks kind of like a spreadsheet, which represents your table icon. If we click on that, then we can see our table of values, and if we scroll all the way down to where 2 is, so what is the y value when x equals 2, we can see that at that point y is 11. Okay, so we've used our table of values and we can see that y is 11. So we'll say when x equals 2, y equals 11. All right, and this is using our table of values. So one more method when we're trying to solve a problem using polynomial functions is we can do so graphically. So during the first 20 hours of an experiment, the growth rate of a bacterium population at time t hours is r of t equals negative 0.02 cubed plus 0.5t squared plus 0.5t plus 2. So let's graph this using Desmos again. So I'll pull Desmos back up. Okay, so here's this function in Desmos. We really just need the positive version of this because we're talking about an experiment that goes over 20 hours. So we only need the positive time. We don't really need to look at anything that's on the left or the negative side of the x-axis. So I'm just going to click on some of these points in Desmos so I can see what is the point. So if I click here, you can see that it's crossing my y-intercept at 0, 2. And it looks like it's going to cross my x-axis at 26.104. So we're going to write those values on our graph. So the graph crosses the x-axis at 26.104, and it crosses the y-axis at 0, 2. So we'll just label that as 2. So from here it's going up and back down at 26.104. All right, so we'll use that information and then we'll try to answer some of these questions again looking at the graph. So it says, what is the growth rate at 6 hours? So if we come back in Desmos, we can follow along the curve with our finger and find when is the growth rate at 6 hours. So when is our x value 6? We could do it like this, or we could go to our table of values. So it looks like at 6, our t value is 18.68. And if we wanted to show that in our table of values, we could go here and we could hit enter until we got to 6. And you can see that at 6, our t value, or our R of t value, is 18.68. So we would say R of 6 equals 18.68. And we can say that this is from the graph. Or we could have just plugged 6 into the equation, right, and use the algebra strategy. So from the graph, or calculate the value of R of 6. Okay, at what time is the growth rate 52 bacteria per hour? So let's use our table of values now. So we can see in our table of values that it's looking like it's going up, up. So we needed to keep going up because we want the bacteria to get up to 52. Right now, at 6 hours, we're only at 18.68. So I'm just going to hit return again. Come back in Desmos. And we'll keep hitting return. So at 10, we have 37 bacteria. We're getting closer to 52. So at 14, we have 52.12 bacteria. So I think that that would make sense for our solution. So at what time is the growth rate 52 bacteria per hour? So we can say that occurs at 14 hours. And that's it for your note for today.